Welcome to Prevent Your Adventure. I'm starting this one a little differently, and we'll go back to doing it the regular way as soon as I'm done with this little segment. But this one is a little different. Tonight I'm at Ted's Pizza in Worcester, Mass, and I've been calling for like 10 to 12 minutes, and all I get's a busy signal, so I pull up and have a small handwritten sign on the front door that says on Sundays, which it says, they only do takeout through the drive-up window. But the number's been busy, so I went and searched, and there's actually two numbers for it, so I guess they take one off the hook, and you have to know the other one. And so I've ordered a pizza, and we're going to go through the drive-thru at some point and pick it up, and we'll come back and give it a shot. So that's where we're at right now. And just like that, I'm back. Alright, so I'm at Ted's Pizza in Worcester, Massachusetts, on the recommendation of Julia England. We should get that out there. This is Julia's second recommendation. Her first one she sent me to, I really enjoyed it. Julia is a former student and sent me this recommendation. And while we're talking about Julia, we're going to say congratulations to Julia's cousin, Liam Gardner, another former student who I got in the mail a save the date. So Liam's taking that big plunge. Congratulations, Liam. Let me show you the pizza that I got. I didn't get anything else. It was just kind of weird, so I just went with the pizza. We're going to try the pizza tonight. So we got a large pepperoni pizza. Trying to adjust the light here. At Ted's in Worcester. This is in the same plaza as the Burlington Coat Factory on Route 20. Alright, this is a Greek style, made in a pan, but Greek. Nice crust. Very hot. Just came out of the oven. Said it before. I'd rather wait for the food than have the food waiting for me. Nice sauce on this. Maybe a little too much cheese, but really nice sauce. It's got some really nice flavor to it. A lot of heat. My kids laugh at me because if it's too hot for me to hold in my hands, I'll put it in my mouth. Seems to handle it better. Really nicely done. Just two guys working in there. They told me this is their last Sunday. It's going to be Monday through Saturday from now on. So, not sure if this Sundays was a temporary thing, or are they doing away with the Sundays? I don't know. It's a lot of information you don't normally get at a drive-thru window that you might be able to get if you're standing inside talking. Alright, now since I'm throwing out names here, I was pleasantly surprised to get a message on this channel from somebody who came and watched me because of a recommendation on another channel. So, I had watched this guy before, this guy and his wife. I'm going to put the name down here in a minute. And he gave me a shout out, which I thought was really nice. He went to a place, he looks to be based mainly out of Rhode Island, that I had been to, and he said, I'm going to do it in Bruce Prevention style. And so he ordered meatballs and a pizza, and I just thought that was really pretty cool. So anyhow, this is a husband and wife that go out and do food reviews, and he gave me the shout out. I'm going to return that favor right now. And we're going to put it right down here. It's not a link, it's just the name. You'll have to go search for it yourself. I'm sure there's ways to put links, but this is me. And it's David and Jules Food Review. Jewls. David and Jules Food Review. Give him a look at. Always good to see what other people are doing when they go out and review what they think, what they're trying, where they're going. He does stuff I don't do, which is cool. I've said it before, different is not bad, it's not good, it's just different. He was talking about how he would compare like a Big Mac and a Whopper. Cool thing to do. Just not what I do, but it's what he does. And so a variety of stuff that he does. So just give him a look, them a look. She's almost always on there, but the last two, it seems like it was just him. So anyhow, David and Jules Food Review. Give them a check out. And let me finish up this pizza and we'll come back and talk about it. Okay, final thoughts here at Ted's Pizza, Worcester, Massachusetts. Thanks again to Julia England for getting me here. I've been on a bit of and absolutely through no fault of my own. It's just the luck of the draw and the people who send me recommendations. But I've been on a bit of a roll lately that I've been hitting some pretty nice places. And this is going to qualify as a pretty nice place. That pizza was very tasty, very nicely done. So thank you, Julia. Like I said, I went through the drive-thru, didn't get much of a chance to talk to anybody. The guy seemed very pleasant. There was just two guys working, and the one that waited on me was not the owner, because he said the owner was the guy over there, so that's all I know. Nice people, tasty pizza, nice crust, great sauce, just really nicely done. So let's give it a score. I didn't do an appetizer. They didn't have much that interested me. I'm not saying they didn't have much. They didn't have much that interested me. So I was going to do some French fries, but as I say here, I thought, the place is kind of dark. It's Sunday night. I'll just do what they do and do a pizza and call it a day. So that's how we ended up not doing anything else. There was no meatballs here. If there was meatballs, we would have been all over it. So let's give it a score, 0 to 10. Ted's Pizza, Worcester, Massachusetts. This is a nice, solid 8.3. It really is. It was a good pizza. It was nicely done, nice flavor. Just a good pizza, and I enjoyed it. So once again, thank you, Julia. And by the way, if you didn't notice, check out the spelling of her name, Julia. And thanks to the place, 8.3. Ted's Pizza, Worcester, Mass. Now, this is a point where if you're Art Paradis, I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name. You can shut it off because you've made it pretty clear that you don't enjoy my stories, and that's okay. I've actually thought about giving them up, but I've had a number of people come up to me and say, I love your stories, keep doing the stories. So I do everything before the story. If you don't like the story, you can shut it off and you don't have to watch it. So anyhow, didn't know what to come up with tonight. I'm sitting here, it's raining out. It's a dark, dreary Sunday, but it's raining. So it made me think about a trip my wife and I took that she got for free through work. And we got a trip to Hawaii, all expenses paid. It was great. I had a great time. She had a pretty good time, but we had two young children, and it really bothered her to leave them behind while we went. It was kind of a business/pleasure thing. You had to do some meetings, like an hour in the morning and stuff like that, just so they could say it was a business trip. But so there was no kids involved, just the two of us. But I remember we actually did 3 different islands. I did Oahu. That's where we started. That's where the meetings were. And her boss graciously paid for us to go to a couple other islands. So we went to Kauai, and we went to the big island, Hawaii. and rented vehicles on each one. I love to drive, so we just rented vehicles and drove big circles around each one of those three. We did not do Maui, which after the fact I found out about the road to Hana, which would have been a cool road for me to drive, but she wouldn't have liked it, so I guess it's okay. So anyhow, Oahu was first. We rented for a couple days a red Jeep with a small partial canvas top. I'm thinking I'm in Hawaii, beautiful weather, that's all I need. Well, any of you who have been to Hawaii knows that those rain showers can come on you anytime, anywhere, any place. So we'd be riding along in a beautiful day in this red Jeep with no top, or minimal top, and really no top. All of a sudden, it would start raining and we'd get wet. Then the rain would stop pretty quickly and you'd dry out as you keep going, and it just kind of repeated itself more than once. I don't think she was too pleased with that choice I made for that vehicle, but we laughed about it. We had a good time. So that's all I got for you tonight. Driving around Hawaii in a red Jeep, getting wet on a nice day. It was a beautiful trip. I'm not a beach guy, not a real desire to ever go back, but I'm certainly glad I went. So there you go. Ted's Pizza, Worcester, Mass. Thanks to Julia. 8.3.